Ma'am, you will not be able to see the participants. You will see them at the end because you are showing the whole screen.
Okay. So it's a little bit boring without seeing anybody. You are just
Ma'am, you can interact with their microphones are on.
okay.
They can see you.
Ma'am, at the end of session, ma'am, they will interact with you.
No, it's all right. But for 1 hour, just to see the screen only. Okay.
Amit sir, can you please
morning,
start?
ma'am.
So whenever you will.
Amit sir, are you there?
I am here, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, yes sir.
Okay.
Please start.
Okay. So, sir, shall we start now? Shall we start, ma'am?
Yeah.
Sir, please.
Okay. So, good morning, all dear participants. Welcome again in 21 days National Refresher course on current development in veterinary and fisheries sciences, jointly organized by the Rajuas, Kufos, and NADCL. So we are fortunate to have the valuable resource person called today's lecture, Dr. Professor Sanjita Sharma, Dean PGS Rajuas, Governor Jaipur, and Head of Department Livestock Production and Management, PGIR Jaipur. So, before starting the presentation, I would like to welcome the respected ma'am and deliver a brief of the introduction of her. So, Dr. Sanjita ma'am had a very good and dynamic academic career from at the graduation level. She got first position in BSc and yes, having the gold medal, and thereafter she did in MVC in LPM department by achieving the university first position with the gold medal again. And he has also awarded by the JRF and SRF from the ICR. She has the vast teaching experience, more than 30 years, and she has also handled many projects in the capacity of PI and co-PI. She has been a co-PI in collaborative project with the SMS Medley College, and she has been in charge of Center of Excellence in Milk Quality and Safety Lab, and PI RQI project strengthening of the residential accommodation of Postgraduate Institute of Veterinary Education and Farm Practice of Veterinary Animal Sciences at PGIR Jaipur. She has been principal investigator of Rashtriya Krishi Vigyan Vikas Yojana project, and she has been co-PI in project of capacity building for animal feed technology, quality and productivity enhancement by the RKVY, and co-PI in project of pre-feasibility study on livestock food expert from Rajasthan by APEDA, Government of India. She has been also worked for as a PI of the project entitled Monitoring of Nutritional Value and Pesticide Residue in Milk of bovine species along with the common animal product in Jaipur region of Rajasthan. So, and also at the last, she has also worked for co-PI project of studies on vital aspect of buffalo along with the micronutrient status in semi-arid eastern plain of Rajasthan. So, as far as the academic career is concerned, she has been also honored with the National Fellow of Animal Production Management Society and achieved the 2 gold medals award by the Chancellor of State and recipient of prestigious Bhamasa Gold Medal for the scholastic achievements. And she has also published the more than 50 research articles and the 28 presented 28 lead papers and patent review articles. And in the queue, she has published the 18 popular articles and also 17 has been author and co-author of 17 books and plenty of the extension material. So after this intro, I would like to request Dr. Sanjita ma'am to deliver his valuable lecture. And on the behalf of organizing secretary of this refresher course, I would like to welcome in the this refresher course, and please request to please address our participant, ma'am. Over to Dr. Sanjita ma'am.
Thank you very much, Dr. Arun, for the nice words. And just to briefly read out my my credentials, and I would like to add one more thing. Apart from this, being a professor in any of the university, I think all the research projects and all these publications and uh, these are our duty. But one more thing, recently, I just in my CV, one out of box thing. I'm also a Fulbright fellow. As a administrator, US government and Indian government, they just awarded me with the Fulbright fellow, and I visited US universities, and just for this new higher education policy we discussed there. So this thing also in my credentials, and I want to share with all, because we can being a veterinarian, the sky is open for us. We can go in any of the directions. So anyways, good morning to all the participants, and it's really give a good feeling that all the participants are from the different corner of the India and are from the different disciplines. So it is, I think, and 3 organizations are there jointly organizing this 21 days refresher course. So it is one of its unique kind. And when Dr. Arun just approached me for this presentation, or for this delivery of presentation, I was just thinking that when participants are from the different disciplines, so I have to compose like this, that everyone should have interest in this. And I'm really happy to be a part of this 21 days refresher course as an expert. So thank you very much, Arun, for giving me this opportunity to interact with all the participants. Actually, when I heard that in this students are there, PhD, PG scholars are there, assistant professors, associate professors. So I think it's a wide range of participants. Some are from the clinical, some are from the paraclinical, some from this non-clinical, or I can say from the production aspects. So looking to this, I just thought one thing is common with us, and that is livestock. Because we all are working for livestock, and how we can get maximum production, maximum prosperity, maximum income from the livestock sector. So today, I will just deliver my lecture on sustainable dairy production, concepts and practices. So in my presentation, so first briefly, we will discuss about the present scenario of livestock system in our country, in the world. Then, what are the new technologies, or what are the different advances we can incorporate, we can involve in our production systems, so that we can fulfill whatever the demand, not only in the India, whatever the global demand for us, from us, so we can fulfill. So all these recent technology, although you all know, but slightly we will touch them. And along with this, that how we can incorporate all these technologies in cohesion with the what society need from us, or what means how safely we can incorporate without harming our climate, without harming our this means without disturbing the planet. So so my today's topic is this. sustainable dairy production concepts and practices. First, we will briefly discuss something about this overview, that livestock services to society. Means how we all are fulfilling the demand of the society, and we are in a, I can say that, a major role of the veterinarian, because we are the custodian of livestock. So broadly, livestock services, food security, income and livelihood, immunity and health to the society. So if we are talking about the food security, so this food security, if we define, UN has given one definition for the food security, that all the citizens always have physical, social and economic access. Means physically, socially and economically, food will be there in sufficient amount with the proper nutrients. And we all know that only through the agriculture, or we can say only through the grain production or with the cereal production, it's very difficult. So a major part of food security is from the livestock sector. So on us, there is a great responsibility. We have to fulfill this demand. Secondly, is income and livelihood. In India, I can say that most of the population is living in the villages, rural area, 80% of the population. And their survival is of the livestock system. And it's not the situation of India. I think in the majority and most of the world level, we can say at the world level, that livestock play a major role in the economics. Livestock supply chain constitute the world's third most important source of income, apart from this crop production or non-agriculture, these employment system. So third most important source of income, so use potential is there. So income and livelihood, for that livestock plays a very, very important role. Immunity and health. We all know that all these, whether it is milk, meat, egg, all these, they are full of nutrients, dense nutrients are there. So indirectly, we are, through the livestock, we are providing them immunity, and also health is also there, because health of the animal is directly related with the health of the human being, is directly related with health of environment. Because you all know, or we all know, that one health, nowadays, I can't say it's a buzzword, it is the need of the day. And if we want to save the planet, if we want to remain our planet healthy, then we have to take care of health of livestock, and through the livestock, we can remain our society healthy. So it's what society needs from us. It's a simple background I just want to share with you all. Now I come to the dairy scenario. In dairy sector, dairy is a, if we talk about the our country, I think dairy is the most important sector which provide food security to the nation, which provide this income to the nation, income, employment, and also immunity to the society. And dairy, if we are talking about the dairy scenario, India is leader in the world in milk production since last 25 years. So proudly we can say that our production is up to that level. More than 2 decades, we are on the top in milk production. But presently it's okay. But presently, I think the population is around 7 billion. But the projected population is by 2050, it's 9 billion. And we have to just provide the required nutrients to the projected population, 9 billion population. So the pressure is on us. We have to increase the production by double to feed the projected global demand. So present scenario is at the time of or before independence, we are at the level just to import the milk products. But now, since last 2 decades, more than 2 decades, we are on the top. Although our export is very less, the whole, whatever we are producing, majority of the milk we are consuming here only in our country. And for that, there are so many things. Quality is also one major thing. But proudly we can say we are on the top. But what society need and what global demand is that we have to work hard on our animal husbandry system. We have to work hard on our production system just to fulfill the demand by 2050, because this projected population is around 9 billion. So this livestock sector is in demand. Here you can see that about 33% protein and 1/5 of the calorie comes from the livestock products. We are talking about the food security, and we are talking about the demand of the food from livestock sector. Here you can see it's a major portion, 33% protein and 1/5 of the calorie comes from the livestock. And still we have to increase this. Or simply, here you see that if we are taking a glass of milk, it provides 20 to 30% our daily need of calcium, phosphorus, and also B complexes. So, see the magic, 1/4 of the daily requirement we can get from a simple glass of milk. And this changing dietary patterns. This changing dietary pattern, here we all know that slowly and slowly, this in our country or we can say in the world, urbanization is increasing. Majority of the population is shifting from villages to the cities. So this urbanization, and also in India, we can say that income is also increasing. So this, firstly, urbanization, secondly, increase in the income is changing the dietary pattern of the society. Previously, or I can say 1 or 2 decades before, our platter was not having this much of livestock products. But nowadays, a day starts from the livestock product and a day.
This fracture. Spark. It's good. Bike accident. Bike accident. Drive too fast or? Huh? You are too much in a hurry to reach your. Anyway, I think too much hurry. You slip or you hit something. You slip or you hit something. You hit. Uh, your which is both fault or whose fault? Both.
Ma'am, are you there? Hello? Hello? I think ma'am had got disconnected. Give me 2 minutes to check out.
ये वाला बड़ा सा हो गया। हाँ हाँ
Ma'am, please unmute yourself. Okay, done.
Now my screen is
Screen is visible.
visible.
Yes, yes.
Okay, I'll start.
Please continue.
So we are just talking about this background of the livestock sector, background of the dairy sector. In dairy, we have done a tremendous growth from the independence to present scenario. We are on the top, and this growth is because demand is there. In India, this urbanization, income generation, everything is increasing. So this to fulfill this increasing graph, we are just fulfilling the demand also. But what are the different challenges ahead? Actually, we need production more and more and more. Enhancing production is there, okay, but in cohesion with changing this climatic condition and also some sustainable goals. Because everybody, throughout the world is just blaming us for this, that India is having a large ruminant population. India is having a vast livestock resource. So the whole world is blaming us that we are just producing more and more greenhouse gases. So we have to produce more production, but simultaneously in cohesion with this changing climatic conditions and also with the sustainable goals. Here I just, because participants are from different galaxies, so I just want to discuss with you all that sustainable goals. Sustainable word is we have to be keep in our mind every time. Sustainable livestock. The livestock sector plays multiple roles in sustainable development goals because we have to just see the bigger umbrella and then we have to just come down, 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 down. So to be the sustainable livestock sector, growth needs to address all these things. Growth needs to address environment, social and economic challenges. What are the growing natural resources scarcity? We have to address that also because we have to take care of our natural resources, climate change, this food insecurity, and global threat for this animal and human health, as well as animal welfare also we have to take care. So if we want to be sustainable, then livestock sector has to take care of all these parameters. And here, the best thing is that the participants are from all sections of the veterinary and animal husbandry. So it is responsibility of a joint responsibility of we all, that we have to make our livestock sector sustainable. But here I just want to discuss some sustainable development goals with you all, because we just as a vet, we think that we are not related with this. But here, dear participants, I can say that it's the responsibility, major responsibility of the veterinarian to take care of these sustainable livestock goals, which are given by the UN. So what are the sustainable development goals? Sustainable development goals, we all know that these are the global goals given by the UN in 2015 as a universal call. Because as a whole, the whole world wants to end the poverty and protect the planet, and ensure that by 2030, all the people enjoy peace and prosperity. Actually, before sustainable goals, there were Millennium Development Goals. After that, we achieve some growth, but not up to the level. Then UN, just in 2015, they gave us Sustainable Development Goals. That through these goals, what exactly we need? We need just to end the poverty. We need peace. We want to protect our planet. And there are 17 sustainable goals, and each goal is integrated with another. So it is not like that everybody is separate, but development must balance social, economic, and environment sustainability. So what ultimately our goal is? What society need? It needs social, economic, and environmental sustainability. Sustainability word, just keep in mind, because अगर सब कुछ sustainable होगा, environment, society, economic, सब कुछ sustainable है, then and then only we can survive. जियो और जीने दो. If we just finish everything, then what our next generation will do? So this sustainable word we have to keep in mind in every sector. And sustainable development goals, UN has just given all these sustainable and dear participants, here I just share with you that in the baseline of all the sustainable goals, we are there. A vet is there. I think this, yeah, these are some out of 17. If we just discuss end poverty, the whole world, because it is the third largest sector, livestock supply chain. And in our India, I think more than 80% population living in the villages, and more than around 15-16% their household income is through the livestock sector. So it is a major part to end the poverty. Zero hunger. Just UN gave this definition of food security, that we have ample SS. So SS kab hogi? When availability is there and purchasing power is there. So livestock sector is giving both the things, purchasing power as well as resources, food, good health and well-being, gender equality. In most of the cases, women are there just to take care of all the livestock sector. So through the livestock sector, we can achieve the gender equality, economic growth, reduce inequalities in the income sector. Through the livestock, we can just be on the line. Climate action. Climate is, everybody is blaming livestock is just means livestock to climate, climate to livestock. So both vice versa, they are affecting each other. Life below the water, this is a fishery. Fisheries are also there. So aquatic is, I think, a major portion. Aquatic portion is also very important. And we are just participating in that. And life on the land also. All the livestock, domestic animals there. So here you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 10, 13, 15. In every sustainable development goal, our responsibility is much more. So, however, the UN just gave this 2030 agenda, and this is an international endorsed framework and accepted by all, every nation. But major gap is still lack of awareness. Awareness is not there. हम भी नहीं सोचते हैं कि इस सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट गोल को अचीव करने के लिए हमारी कोई जिम्मेदारी है. तो इस चीज के लिए आई थिंक टुडे प्लीज दिस हैव अ टेक होम मैसेज, any discipline, anything, any stream, but it's our responsibility to just give our contribution to achieve these sustainable goals, because when sustainability is there, then and then only we can protect our planet, we can protect our peace, we can protect our prosperity. So now it was just some background or just to discuss introductory aspects, but the another portion is advances in dairy management. So how through the technologies we can just achieve our goals which are just giving to us. And we all witness that in the world there is unprecedented increase in the demand as well as increase in the production. It is there, but society or global need is that by 2030 we have to just produce double whatever we are producing now. So this rising demand for milk, it needs efficient modern management. And you all know that nowadays our animal production system is that small farming system. 2, 4, 5 animals are there, but nowadays it is changing. Right from the small scale, we are converting into the industry. This livestock sector is, animal husbandry sector in India is converting into the industry or taking shape of the industry. Big farms are there. So in the big farms, if we just economically we want survival and stability, then we have to just adopt all these modern technologies, modern management systems. And there is one word, this precision dairy farming, or we can say smart farming system. So we have to go for this smart farming system if we want to have a very good sustainable and in a very good economic condition. So what should be the aim? Aim is just to enhance the productivity, profitability, and ultimately the stability, sustainability. But we want to increase the production, but not at the cost of climate, not at the cost of animal welfare, not at the cost of this economy. So our focus should be, apart from this, our focus should be on the Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
You're audible.
Okay. Should I continue?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay.
Please.
So our
Please.
focus should be on the animal welfare, farmer empowerment, and environmental care. And here you can see this precision livestock farming. What is this? What is precision livestock farming? It is a digital management system in which periodically or continuously on a daily basis, we measure the production, reproduction, health, welfare of the animal, and also apart from all these, impact on the environment. And through all these digital management systems, sensors are there, and we are just taking information from every animal. So per animal approach by using monitoring tools, mainly IoTs, Internet of Things. So what is this? Precision livestock farming is an innovative approach that utilizes the technology and data-driven solution to optimize livestock production and management. This IoT, actually the word is very big. It seems that it is very complex. IoT is, it's very difficult. But here I can say that these are the, nowadays in the big farms, in the livestock farms, we are just putting some sensors. whether it is inside the barn, whether it is on the body of the animal, whether it is inside the body of the animal. Or so what we are doing, we are just putting sensors. All these sensors through the internet, they are just collecting the data, analyzing the data on individual basis, and just they, after analysis, they just reporting us that this animal is in this condition. So what we are getting in early stage, we can just find out whether the animal is in heat, or the animal, if animal is showing some distress. So just we can know, we come to know that some health problem is there. So early detection of health, early detection of heat, what is the production level, reproduction level, everything. Here, just Internet of Things. Dear participants, we all are using nowadays these smartwatches, na? So this just calculate your per day, what different steps, how much steps you have completed in a day, what is your heart rate, what is your pulse rate, and what is the body temperature. So these small information, what is this? This is IoT. So all the informations just from these sensors, they collect all the data, they collect, they just analyze with the full day, and just they're giving us a solution or a result. So simple way, Internet of Things. In the animal farm, we are putting sensors. All these sensors collect the data, and just they give us solution or results to optimize the production and management. So with this, we can optimize production and management in a very smoothly, very simple manner. Here, all the advances, you all know that there are different sorts of advances in every field, in the housing management, in the health management, or we can say in the nutritional management, breeding, manure, waste disposal. So different sorts of advances are there. Just I will go through all these advances because you all know all these advances. Will not discuss much. IoT enabled smart, just we discuss that. Here you can see the sensors, or this robot sensors are in the animal barn, sensors are on the animal body. One RFID radio frequency identification system is there. Sensors for just to note down the temperature, in the rumen also we put some, so that we can just know the rumination, rumen count, or temperature, pulse, respiration, what is the temperature of the barn, how much production is there. So through these IoTs, this is the IoT enabled smart housing, data driven decision making. If the number of animals are more, it will just show that this space is less. If we can incorporate more animal in this, it will just tell you that if any animal is hyperactive, or if animal is less active. Every sort of information we can get through these smart technologies. So we have to apply all these technologies in our livestock system. Cow monitoring, IoTs. We just discussed that IoT is nothing. It seems complex, but it is a very simple. Technology is transforming traditional dairy farming into the smart dairy farming. What we are doing, our traditional to smart, we are changing this just to optimize the production, and just to increase the production, and just to smoothen our this management system, and get the high quality products. Whatever animal is producing, it should be with the proper quality management. Energy efficient sustainable solutions are there. Here, this is also, if our farms are solar powered, biogas digesters are there, wind powered, LED lights. So what we are just energy efficient farms. So in this way, we are just reducing the pressure on the climate. We are taking care of our climate change. This microclimate control in the farm. Smart temperature and humidity sensors are there. Smart sensors, automatically they adjust what is the air quality. So ventilation, sanitation, cooling system, foggers are there, some these exhaust fans are there. So according to the inside microclimate, they just automatically start. So we can adjust microclimate through all these technologies. Advances in all these are there. Modern housing solutions, tunnel ventilation, sprinklers, fan. You all know all these technologies. Just we are putting in our farms. Some bedded pack barns are there, just to give the maximum rest to the animal. If animal is taking a good rest, then animal will produce more. Gardens are there, cow garden system. There we have to take care of everything: drainage system, urine collection system. Advances in manure and waste. It is also very, very important aspect in any of the farm, because manure management is also a most important aspect of any of the farm. Here also some technology, some advances are there for manure separation, nutrient recovery and recycling of all these manures, liquid manure, solid manure. There are different treatment plants for liquid and solid, and we have to recycle them, and we have to recover the nutrients or the resources like biogas. Here you can see we can the farmers, they are producing biogas in a small bag. So small households also, they can just recycle their manure, and they can convert waste to the wealth through these biogas plants. Cow toilets, urine is also most important, very, very important. This So we have to collect urine and recycle the urine for the nutrients. Smart feeding technologies. Feed. We all know that in the livestock production system, the major portion of expenditure is around 70% expenditure is on feed itself. So we have to take care of feed. We have to just optimize the feed. We have to just reduce the waste of feed. So for this, there are so many techniques. Complete feed blocks are there. These pellets are there. Total mixed ration is there, where uniform mixing of everything, whether it is dry roughage, green fodder, or concentrate mixture, and we just this according to the need of the animal, we just mix them in the total mixed ration and we just give them. And presently these automatic feed dispensers are also there. So through these feed dispensers, what we are just doing, that according to the need of that animal, because that animal is having one radio frequency ID, in that identification system everything is feeded. That animal is at what age, what is the weight, what is the production status, what is the reproduction status, how much milk is producing, or that animal is pregnant, or what is the activity level of, and according to that, what amount of concentrate or what amount of feed that animal needs. So through these calculations, through the internet of technology, IoTs, everything is feeded there. When animal just enter the automatic feed dispenser, it will just give that amount of feed to the animal which is required only. So it reduces the waste and labor cost. So these are the smart feeding technologies. Means very much development there in the feeding technologies. Bypass proteins are there, these probiotics, human modifier. Through these modifiers we can reduce the methane production. Sensors, and we just put sensor here. You can see on the animal body at different places we can put the sensor just to know the actual health status and actual status of the animal. Feeding technologies, hydroponic is also nowadays. Nutrigenomics, you all know that is the study of interaction between gene and the diet. So now what is the latest thing is that we are just offering the feed as per the genetic. So selecting the nutrients as per the genome of the animal. It is the latest technique. So through this nutrigenomics section is also nowadays बहुत तेजी से बढ़ रहा है. Advances in water management, smart water system should be there, because water is a most important part of any of the animal farm. We don't want to waste the water, so we have to put automatic waterers. No wastage, but clean drinking water should be there for all the animals. Here, through this way, we can, through this smart watering system, we can conserve this, we can save this wastage of the water. So we have to put automatic drinking systems. In the animal health, the most important part, what is the role of these technologies? We are putting RFID tags, we are putting different sensors. These sensors, they just monitor what is the temperature, pulse, respiration, everything. So they track the animal's movement, their health, their feeding pattern. So through all these, whether the animal is in stress or in the disease condition, what we are doing well in advance, we are just taking information that this animal will, or this animal is having some signs of unhealthy or some signs of disease. So well in advance, we just know the condition of the animal, and well in advance, we can just protect that animal so that we can protect our production level. So advances in health management are much more, and we have to take advantage of this in our production systems. These are the milking machine, automation in the milking, so hands-free milk, quality milk should be there. Koi tarah ka koi contamination is not entering anywhere, right from the udder to the up to the consumer. It's completely hands-free. It's completely environmental. This exposure is not there. So we are producing a good quality milk to satisfy the quality demand of the global. Cows milked voluntarily, stress-free, and labor-saving. Ultimately, because we are just moving towards the industry level, so we have to save the labor. We have to save the expenditure of the money. So all these automation, they save the labor. Advances in breeding technologies. In breeding also, very much development is there. In the breeding technology, we all know nowadays gene editing, up to the gene editing level we just reach. Estrus detection, wearable sensors, pedometers. So through the pedometers, we just detect the heat and optimize the insemination time. In the reproduction, you all know that after the AI, we just reached to the embryo transfer technology, and after them, IVF system is very much developed here. And nowadays, this sex-sorted semen, increased likelihood of female calf birth, it is very much popular in our country, and we are just moving towards this using sex-sorted semen. Advanced breeding technologies. Nowadays, genomic selection. DNA markers to identify superior animal early in the life. And after that, what we are doing, this genetic improvement, genomic selection, gene editing, recently squashed through the gene editing. They just, on a sheep, they just increase the muscle mass. So by using all these advanced breeding technologies, what we are doing, we are just enhancing the overall livestock production. I will not go in depth, but through using these technologies, we are moving ahead just to not only enhance the production, we are moving ahead to achieve the sustainable development goals, which are global goals. So it's our journey towards to achieve the global goals. Now, futuristic trends. So this is something about the these advancement in the technologies, which you all know, but I just because the topic is advances, so I just touched all these advances in the dairy sector to remain sustainable, and we discuss everything. Now, futuristic trends in dairy management, by adopting all these technologies, we can enhance our production. Here, everything is there. That smart brand, IoTs, smart bedding, smart housing, waste management, recycling, this robotic milking, all the advances which we have just discussed, eh, all these are, we have to incorporate all these technologies into our dairy management, our dairy production, our dairy farms, to enhance the more and more production. But we have to keep in mind that increase production, but don't disturb the climate, don't disturb the sustainability of the planet, or sustainability of the livestock system, sustainability of the human population. Means ultimate goal, our ultimate goal should be this sustainability of, or just to protect the planet. So without this discussing carbon trading, I think it's not complete. The advances is not complete, or our future aspects are not complete. Here, the whole world, again and again, I'm saying that whole world is blaming us that we are custodian of largest inventory of livestock, whether it is this large ruminants or the small ruminants. We are having largest large ruminant population. We are number one in the buffalo population. We are number two in the goat population, poultry population, second largest producer of fish. So we have a vast livestock resource, and the world is blaming us that we are just हम climate को disturb कर रहे हैं. We are producing more and more greenhouse gases. The dairy cattle responsible for a significant 16% of the world's enteric emission. Large ruminants, or ruminants we can say, and ruminants, they are producing greenhouse gases two ways. One is enteric fermentation, and another is through the manure. So in the enteric, we all know that in the rumen, at the time of digestion and metabolism, they are just producing methane, carbon dioxide, and nitrous oxide. And they all three are these greenhouse gases and affecting the climate. But nowadays, one thing is very much common, that is the carbon trade or carbon market. And not only livestock system, it is for the every industry. It is everywhere. Whatever industry is there, whatever production system is there, the world is just taking care of that, how much carbon you are producing or how much carbon sequestration you are doing. So two different things are there, and this is known as carbon credit. So whatever greenhouse gas, whether it is methane or nitrous oxide we are producing, but ultimately they convert it into the carbon dioxide production, equivalent to the carbon dioxide production. Methane alone is 26% more potent than carbon dioxide. And our animals, they are producing nitrous oxide. It is 265% more potent than carbon dioxide. So ultimately what we are doing, we are converting it into the 1 metric ton of carbon dioxide equivalent. And when we are converting, because this livestock sector, it is producing methane, it is producing nitrous oxide. And when we convert this, the huge amount of carbon dioxide we are producing through the production of 1 liter of milk. Now it is our responsibility that how we can cope up this, how we can reduce this, or how we can, because it is a hard fact that when digestion of roughages or digestion is there, then in the rumen, it will produce methane. In the manure, nitrous oxide will be there. But one thing is that through our technologies, we have to reduce as much as possible. And another thing, how we can how we can remove this carbon from the environment through the different technologies. So these can be sold or traded in carbon market, offering income to the farmers. So nowadays, waste to wealth. One most important thing in our hand, that through this manure, the farmers can, in a simple household manner, they, whatever manure is there, they can produce biogas through small biogas plants. And through this biogas plant, what we are doing, we are just saving the nitrous oxide, we are saving the methane, we are saving the carbon dioxide and converting it into the this gas for which we can be used as a fuel, the gas which we can use as just to drive the vehicle, and we save the environment. So nowadays, two things: this carbon trading, how much carbon we are absorbing, or we just don't allow to enter into the environment, we are saving. Farmer can sell these carbons. So it is a income generating factor. In the smart farming system, in the smart technologies, if we can save the carbon, so our farmers can sell these carbon. So it is a carbon trading, buying and selling of the credits. So whatever big industries, they need carbon credits. And our farmers with the small biogas plant, they can sell these carbons, how much of carbon they protect entering into the environment. So it is we need more and more study, and this area is related to the veterinarians. So it's my request to you all that please take care of these carbon trading, because it is demand of the day, and we people can take all these things, these carbon trading and these production of we can just empower our farmers through these carbon trading system. I think carbon footprint is the I think time. How much time is there?
You can take your time, ma'am. No problem in that.
So slightly this carbon, because it is a new thing. Carbon footprint is measure of total amount of carbon dioxide emission that is directly or indirectly caused by the activity. So through the milk production, when we are just counting carbon footprint of milk production, we have to start when we are growing the fodder crops till it reach to the consumer. So how much of carbon footprints, just total amount of carbon dioxide emission is there. And this emission leads to the greenhouse gas. So we have to measure this. Dairy sector is responsible for 2.7% of global emission. So it's much. That's why society is just blaming us, and we have to just go for life cycle assessment methods to calculate the carbon footprint. Carbon credit, unit of payment made by an emitter of carbon to the carbon project developer. The simple thing is that the major industries, they are emitting carbon, and our small farmers with their small biogas plant, they can protect the carbon sequestration, and this carbon credit, these carbon they can sell. And through the involvement of the NDDB, I think in Rajasthan and Assam, some farmers just they are selling their carbon credits. So it's really an amazing thing that presently the world is blaming us that we are harming the climate. But if through these smart technologies, through this smart system or smart thinking, if we can just save our carbon credits, our farmers have more production, but at the same time, more income through carbon credit also. With the smart smart cooking will be there. They can drive their vehicles. So many profits are there with these carbon credits. So in the dairy sector, methane, it's enteric fermentation. So if manipulation of rumen, or by addition of some of the some feeding solutions, we can reduce the methane from the rumen. Optimize this protein feeding, we reduce the nitrogen emission, reduction in transport and energy, proper manure disposal, proper packing, proper packaging. So right from production to the consumer, we have to take care that how we can reduce these carbon footprints. Methane capture from the life, methane digester on dairy farms can reduce greenhouse gas emission by up to 25%. See the magic. Methane digesters, these are the biogas plants. So up to 25%, we can reduce this. And at the same time, we can earn this. So every carbon credit earned is an opportunity to either sell on carbon market or to use the offset emission, an additional source of income. So now, dear friends, we have to think futuristic, we have to think towards this also. Again, I come to the sustainable livestock production. So important consideration is that if we want sustainable livestock production, sustainable dairy production, then we have to take care of the biosecurity measures. At any of the farm, it is our responsibility, the good health management, feeding strategies, by optimization of feed. In this way, we can just reduce the economic burden on the farm. Waste management in every through the waste management, what we are doing, we are just taking care of the climate, taking care of the money of the farmer, taking care of the system, environment and sustainability. But at the same time, we have to take care of the animal welfare, because nowadays world is very much conscious about that you increase production, but not at the cost of welfare situation of animals and HACCP and food safety. So this is message from my whole presentation, that through the advancement, we can just be the sustainable in every livestock sector. Sustainable, we can achieve the sustainability. On one side, pressure is there to produce more, but on the other side, pressure is there to save the climate, to save the planet, to save the mankind, to save the human being. There are so many riders. So we have to take care of all these things. Just adoption of these innovations will lead to improve animal welfare, reduce carbon footprint, and enhance profitability. So in nutshell, what is the message? That by adopting all these advances, what we are doing, we are just improving animal welfare, reducing carbon footprint, saving our climate, and enhance the profitability. So, dear friends, I think we discuss a lot about advances in the animal system, but in the last, my message is that just after the millennium, applications, dimensions, and usefulness of every scientific principle, every scientific concept has been rated on the different angle. Whatsoever applications and dimensions are there, but the society just rate them on a different angle. And these angles, they just change with the time. According to the era, what is the new demand of the society? What is the new demand of what is the new global demand? So according to the demand, all these dimensions, they change as per the need of the society, as per the need, as per the global need. Because 25 years, 30 years back, if we go, it was different. And nowadays there are so many things. Global warming is there, zoonotic diseases are there, antimicrobial resistance, use antimicrobial resistance is there. Then this One Health aspect, everybody is just trying to make the one planet happy and prosperous through this One Health. So demand of the society is, we have to just see from these angles. So ultimately, I think I can say that my simple carry home forward message with you all is that what we need is, we need to modify, we need to readjust, and we need to calibrate whatever our existing technologies are there. We have to just modify them as per the global requirement, what the world, what the society expects from us. Then and then only we can remain sustainable. So dear friends, I think now time is over, and here I'm just 5 minutes I have taken, because जो लाइट जाने के 5 मिनट शायद I have taken bonus.
No, ma'am. Okay. Is there any query from any of our participants? Now the hello.
Huh?
Okay.
Yes, I
If,
can hear. If anybody wants to discuss anything, feel free to discuss, because I think it is for you all, because it's not very specific to the subject. It is in a
if anybody
generalized
wants
manner.
to discuss, then okay, then ma'am, now coming to the now to conclude this session, and just a formal vote of thanks, as I would like to tell our participants that Professor Sanjita ma'am was the first person who motivated us and who encouraged us to organize such a training. And I hope, ma'am, you remember that months ago you tell me, and with your blessings, we are just going to complete this 21 days national refresher course successfully. And so, ma'am, I would like to thank you. I would like to thank you for delivering such an enlightening and informative lecture to our participants on this burning issue, that is sustainable livestock management. And ma'am, I am confident enough that your expertise and insight would provide our participants a well understanding of this topic, and they will update their knowledge, and they have definitely updated their knowledge regarding the advances in livestock management. So, ma'am, in end, I would again thank you and appreciate your efforts that you have took to share your knowledge with us. And again, thank you very much to accept our invitation to deliver such an informative lecture. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
And thank you very much, Arun, for nicely organizing this a different sort of 21 days training program.
It's all possible because of your blessing only, ma'am.
Yeah, it's my pleasure to be with you all. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Thank you. So we are concluding this session. Thank you to all. Thank you.